mixed fractions or mixed numbers. Today I have a special guest with me. I have Janae with me, and she is going to read the definition.
Whole numbers and fractions mixed together.
So Janae is going to write an example of a mixed number for you. Go ahead, Janae. Marker. And write. Say it again. So Janae has written one on the board, and she's going to say it for us.
3 1/4.
And Janae is also going to draw a picture of 3 1/4. So right now, Janae has drawn some circles, and she divided the circles into how many parts?
4.
She divided the circles into 4 parts. You can see here that she has 1, 2, 3 whole circles that are filled in and colored. And what fraction of another?
1/4.
So when Janae was drawing these, she drew 3 first and broke it up into 4. And she said, oh, I'm going to need to draw 1 more. And she broke it up into 4 parts. Why did you break it up into 4 parts?
Because I needed 4 pieces because 1/4 in the problem.
And the denominator tells her to break that up into 4 pieces. And so this is what a mixed fraction looks like. Thank you, Janae.
Improper.
Wait. Improper fraction.
Improper fraction is a fraction with a numerator greater than the denominator. It means the fraction is greater than 1.
So I have Jasmine with me here today, and Jasmine is going to write an example of an improper fraction on the board. Go ahead. So Jasmine has written, what fraction is that?
23/15.
23/15. And that means that there's one thing and it's broken up into how many pieces?
15.
And then how many are colored?
20.
So Jasmine is going to show us a picture of what 23/15 looks like. So as you can see, Jasmine drew 2 pictures here, and she colored in enough pictures to represent the top number, which is how many parts are shaded. So in this first picture here, Jasmine colored in 15. She then drew another box with 15 spaces and colored in enough so that she had a total of 23 shaded in. She could write this improper fraction as a mixed fraction, right? How many whole shapes are colored in, Jasmine?
1.
So she could write 1, and then how many pieces of this second one is colored in?
8.
So then she has 8 and how many total?
15.
So 23/15 is the same as 1 and 8/15. If you wanted to convert this back to a mixed or an improper fraction, you take the denominator, which is 15, and you multiply it by the whole number. So 15 times 1 is what, Jasmine?
15.
So we get 15. You take the product of that, which is 15, and you add the numerator. 15 plus 8 is what, Jasmine?
23.
So it's 23. And you take your answer, that becomes your numerator, which is 23. And you still have 15 equal parts. So it's the same thing. And an improper fraction is just the equals and a mixed fraction altogether. Now, very quickly, we want to show you an example of how to add the 2 together. So say, for instance, I have 2 3/10 plus 4 6/10. Jasmine's going to add this together. So first you add the
Whole.
Okay, so 2 plus 4 is, and you have to say it, 2 plus 4 is what?
2 plus 4 is 6.
And then we add the fractions. 3/10 plus 6/10 is
3/10 plus 6/10 is 9/10.
9/10. Again, if we wanted to write this as an improper fraction, we would take the numerator, multiply it by the whole number, gives us 60. You take the product of that, 60, and you add the numerator, 69. So 6 and 9 tenths is the same as 69 tenths. Thank you, Jasmine. Okay, so now I have Janae back, and Janae's going to talk us through an example of how to subtract the mixed fractions. So the first thing you do is subtract the
bigger number.
The
whole number.
The whole number. So she's going to do 6 minus 2. Go ahead. 6 minus 2 is
4.
Okay. And then we're going to subtract 8 hundredths minus 4 hundredths, which gives us
4 hundredths.
So she's going to write that. Can you say that whole number?
Okay. So
4 and
4 hundredths.
So I'm just showing Janae, reminding her to change this into an improper fraction. You take the denominator, 100, and you multiply it by the whole number, 100 times 4, which is
400.
And then you take the product, which is 400, and you add the numerator, which is 4, which gives you what?
404.
404. So you take that answer, and that becomes your new numerator, 404, and the same denominator. 404 hundredths is the same as 4 hundredths. And that's mixed numbers and improper fractions.